Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford-on-Bagley. We are in the Bramblewood area once again today, back at Haden Hall. Last time we started on the front exterior and also made a start on the back exterior, which we will be changing a lot in today's part. I'll also be delving into the Haden Cromwell family and introducing you to them a little bit better today. So let's get on over and make a start. Happy Wednesday, my loves, and welcome back once again to Let's Build the Worlds. And welcome to a rather sunny Henford-on-Bagley. You could not make that up, really, could you? Typical English weather, as far as I'm concerned. So you already know what we're doing today. We are continuing on with the exterior of this build. We're going to change the back area. I've got an idea of what to do back there now. I've kind of got a little bit of a vision. But I think what we need to do before we move into that is go around to the family and just introduce them a little bit better, and just so you can get a better feel of their characters and whatnot. So that is indeed what we're going to do. We're going to pause the game. Let's everyone look up, please. There we go. Arthur, I did not mean to take it that literally, love. You do not need to be. Seriously, I love the fact that we were just about to say it's a lovely sunny day and it started raining. I mean, nothing more needs to be said. But here we are with the first sim I'm going to introduce a little bit better. And this is Lady Hilary Haden Cromwell. So, as I said in the intro, I imagine her and Arthur had a bit of a distant relationship. They still loved each other. They almost kind of tolerated each other. Their lives were very different day to day. Arthur was in charge of keeping the estate afloat. I reckon he's got his fingers in lots of pies around the county where he maybe owns some farmland here and there, and he kind of gets revenue from that, or he did. He got revenue from that to help keep Haden Hall afloat and keep this family in their aristocratic means. But Hilary was more on the lines of looking after animals and stuff. So I don't know if we can go down the route of having her as a horse trainer. I don't know what job I would be able to give her for that kind of thing. But that's what I would imagine she does. She goes around. She maybe got a stable somewhere. I'm not going to build the stable, but we're just going to let our creative juices flow and just pretend there's a big stable somewhere where she kind of runs the show, trains these horses for maybe like racing or for rich people to buy, that kind of stuff. You know, I would imagine that from her. So yeah, difficult relation, not difficult, but very distant relationship with Arthur. She still loved him, obviously, but maybe she felt a little bit stuck in the relationship itself. It's gone a little bit stale. The kids are getting older. One of them has already moved out. One of them is just about to move out and age up as well. Whether or not he'll move out, we're talking about Alistair right now. Whether or not Alistair will move out will remain to be seen, as far as I'm concerned. But that is as much in depth as I'm going to go with Hilary. Is she the murderer? Who can tell? Who can tell indeed? Maybe, maybe not. But we're going to move on anyway. Can you please open your eyes, please? Thank you very much. So, this is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is probably the most like her parents out of her siblings. She prides herself on being a bit of a snob. She's gone to University of Rochester to study agriculture. She knows how important it is in her own mind to keep these kind of houses afloat, and she needs to go down the route of what her dad did with like owning farmland and stuff and earning money. So that's why she's studying agriculture. She's kind of the next in line, really, not obviously forgetting Hilary. Hilary is now lady of the manor, but she is the oldest, so it goes to her after her mother dies as well. So that is very important to her, and she is going to continue on with her studies and maybe move somewhere after university, but she probably maybe want to come back to the actual estate itself and look after it now that her dad isn't here. So that is the reasons for it, yes, it isn't out. Now the middle child, we're going to skip past Arthur first and we're going to go to Alistair. So Alistair is very much unlike his family. He is a little bit of trouble. I don't think he's a nasty person per se, but he does like to get in trouble with his friends. He likes to pretend he is not from a blue-blooded background, so he is hanging around with the wrong kind of people, according to his mother, and he's just trying to have a good time, you know. He is a teenager. I reckon he's around the age of maybe 18. I'm gonna say he's about that kind of age. not too much older than Arthur. I reckon Arthur's probably about 17. But he doesn't really know what he wants to do in his life. He loves the outdoors. He goes around making friends with all the farmers and all of the animals and stuff. So maybe he wants to go down that kind of route and maybe even run a farm rather than kind of owning one. I reckon I kind of see that kind of thing from him, and that's the only thing he's kind of interested in, is that kind of like lifestyle. He's not into the dinners and the stately parties that his mum throws. It's just not for him, not at all. And that's what makes him a little bit more different than the rest of his family. Now, Arthur, on the other hand... Arthur, can you open your eyes, please? There we go. Arthur, on the other hand, is a little bit more similar to his sister, but not too much. I reckon he feels entitled to this lifestyle that he has got. He's a little bit of a snob, much like his parents, and his relationship with his siblings is a little bit distant. I reckon they're all not close at all. Like, they're just not close in any way, shape or form. And this family is kind of disjointed and sort of broken. And I think that has a lot to do with their upbringing, like with nannies and stuff, and boarding school. I would imagine they're at boarding school. I wish we could do that in The Sims. We can't. So they really haven't got a close family dynamic at all. It's kind of a cold sort of family sort of dynamic between them all. They're all very much independent and with their own minds. And that's what I see with these. I really, really do. They're all in their green. They're all in their country attire now. I do like how I've dressed them. We're definitely going to go down the route of putting on sort of realistic clothes on our Sims as well for the area in which they live. So we need to make that apparent with most of the villagers, I would imagine. But that's introduced you to them just a little bit more. I'm going to go back here now, and I'm just going to talk over a few ideas that I've got for the back here. I think what I want to do is get rid of this kind of castle frontage here. And I'm going to bring the build out a little bit longer just on one side here. So, and I do think I want to put up that kind of castle-y edge on that area. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to wrap the stables in an L shape over on this side here. So it kind of like doesn't so much give them a courtyard, but just a little bit of an area in the middle where it's kind of enclosed a little bit. So that's what we're going to do indeed. Yes, we bloody are. I think what we're going to start off with first today, though, is to wrap this whole lot in a fence. I really want to get this lot kind of like protected from the outside as much as it possibly can be after one of the family members has just been murdered. So that's what we're going to do today. Yes, we are indeed. So without further ado, let's get out of this rainy weather and into the build mode properly. So here we are in the build mode. We're going to make a start straight away. So I want to first get rid of that battlement looking thing up there. And I don't know if I want to come out with the L shape on this part of the build. I think what I want to do is drag it into about there. Like this. I'm going to flatten down this, I think. In fact, no. I'm going to pull that in just by one. Just so we can have a little bit of difference there as well. And I might put a roof line on top of that too. We're going to see what happens. So I don't want this to come out massively far. I think maybe to around about there. Let me see this. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. 1, 2, there. Lovely. And the same with the top bit as well. So I'm going to bring out that little bit there. I think that's just going to make it a little bit more interesting from this side. Maybe. We'll see what happens. In fact, I do think that is a little bit too far. I'm going to bring it in to how we had it before. Let me just see that for scaling. Yes, I believe that's going to be fine. Because then I'm going to wrap the stables around in this kind of L shape around here. We'll see what happens with that. Now what I need to do is figure out what kind of roofline I want to put across here. I think the best thing to do... Oh, can I bring that right through? Or would that be a little... No, that's not going to be... No. Aiden, don't be such a silly bum, for goodness sake. I think what I'm going to do, though, is copy that over. Flop that onto there. Have that as a bit of a lower moment. Tuck that one in. And we'll see what happens with that. I think what I need to do is put the battlement sort of like look on here. And maybe across on these little gaps here. But I also want to fill that in with a roof line as well. And I think what the best roofline would probably be would be either a half gabled or a half hipped. Let's have a look at a half hipped first, see what we can get from this, and hope for the best as far as I'm concerned. Let me have a little look at you, my darling. And then I'm going to flop you across here like that. And I'm going to pull you down and we're going to see what happens. Nope, you need to come in a little bit tighter there, my sweet. Let's bring you in a little bit more. And down one as well, I think. I think that could work. I almost want to drag this all the way along to this point here. Let me just see what that would look like. I think that could work out a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, I do. The water would gather there a little bit. Well, that being said then, I think what I'm going to do is a half gabled instead. Yeah, half gabled was a lot more cleaner. So I'm going to flop that onto there. Perfect. And I'm also going to put on that same trim as what we used as well. There we go. Stunning. Let's get that battlement fence out. So here we go. This is what I'm thinking. Putting it all the way across on these areas here. Oh, yeah, I do like that. And here as well. Let me have a little look at you. Oh, yes, that's marvellous. And then I want to wrap that around on that hoe piece there. That's better. That's much better. That's making me much happier, that is. It is indeed. I'm going to copy the same flooring that I put here and put this on top of the roof as well. There we go. Oh, yes, that is much, much better. And that's going to give me a feeling of having this building a little bit older as well. Yes, marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Now, before I can put on any windows here, I need to work out a floor plan. So I'm going to go off of camera, get a floor plan together, and then we're going to put the windows on everywhere. And I'll talk you through what we've done with the floor plan. A floor plan has been semi-completed. Now, this is subject to change. It might change a little bit as I'm building on organically, you know. You come in through the main entrance here. This main kind of hall is double height. I really wanted like a nice big entrance area. Very, very dramatic. Corridor that kind of links both sides of the house together here. I think this one here is going to be, I'll probably divide this up a little bit, but we're going to leave it like it is for the minute. This is going to be some kind of living area, main sitting room, I would imagine. A little toilet over on this side. Obviously, the infamous study that I did save. All of the stuff has been, all the evidence has been taken away, just leaving behind all the scuff marks that got left and the blood stain as well. Then you come through to this way. I don't know what to do with this area here yet, so I've just left it blank for the minute because this is going to be the dining room, and the dining room is also double height, so I wanted a big dramatic dining area. The Great Hall, this is called. But I did want to break this up a little bit here, so I'm probably going to do some cupboards and storage and stuff in this house, maybe. We'll see what happens with that. I think this is going to be the kitchen area here. I'm going to do an entrance door over on this part here and have this as a bit of a boot room with a toilet on this side of the house as well. Maybe some kind of study or library on that part there. Same with this here. Probably going to mix those two together, but I've kind of left this area a bit free at the minute until I've worked out what I want to do with this floor plan on that part, because I'm not happy with how that looks just yet. And then up here, we've got 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, and then a bathroom here and a bathroom over on this side here as well, with an area where you can look down into the hall as well. Or yes, the Great Hall. And I also marked out where I kind of want the stables as well, just to give us a feeling of the space that we've got around us. So lovely job. We're cracking on with a little bit more building. Here we bloody go. So I'm definitely going to be copying those bay windows from the front and putting them on these areas here as well, because I really like how that looks. And with that being said, I think I want to do it on these points here as well, which in turn we may have to change the windows going into the study, but that's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're gonna continue onwards. I think on this part here, I don't want to do a 3. Oh god. I don't want to do a 3 wide. I think I want to do a 2, because I think that... oh no, actually, I might do a 3. Yeah, I thought this roofline was smaller than it is, and it turns out it's not. So we're not going to do that. So we're going to get these bay windows on this part here as well, and we can copy them and put them on this part here too. Let me see this. See how it's working. You could go to hell. There we are. Yes. Yes, that is the tickety-boo right there. And then I'm going to get this brick, wrap it on the bottom like this. And then, of course, do the middle brick on that part, just so we get the same look there. And then I'm going to bring around that roof line that we had over here. And I'm going to flop them, just like this, on all of these areas as well at the back. Let me see how that's going to look. Yeah, I think... Oh, actually... Do you know what I'm going to do with this part? I'm going to keep this part flat to the house. Yes. And then just have these parts like this. Just because this roof line doesn't really work with this roof piece here. So I'm going to take my initiative and do it that way instead. Yeah, I think that could be very, very nice. Lovely jubbly. We need some windows. So we're going to make a start on the bay windows first. I'm going to get these windows because I know where these are going and flop these up on the actual bay window areas. One there, and one up there as well. And then I want those little pointy numbers, and we're going to do the same thing we did around the front and tuck them down into that roof line. Just so they look a little bit smaller, and I like how that looks. Do I want to do one up on that point? No. I think we should do a circle one or something there, maybe. We'll see what happens there. And with these bigger ones, I do want to get some on the actual dining area itself, or the dining room. And I might flop these up into the actual trim, because with these windows I found that they fit this trim perfectly. They kind of like nestle in the middle, and you can still see that detail quite nicely. I think I might do that. Let me have a little look from the interior. Yeah, that is a good height. Let's try that. And then another one. I don't think this one's going to fit in like the others. Well, no, we'll go there though. I think I want to pull these a little bit forward. I'm going to do one there, and then one there. There. No, absolutely not. There we are. Got there, didn't we? We got there in the end. And now we're just going to like have difficulty putting these on. So I'm just going to copy them on this part here instead. Is it one there? Oh, they are up quite high, aren't they? No, that's fine. That's fine for this room because it is double height, so it doesn't really matter too much. And can we just get the grid on and then I can see what I'm doing? Is that one equal? It is. Okay. They're very weirdly placed, but we're going to go with it anyway. Is that right? I think it is. Is it? No, it's not. No, you need to come one more there. And then I reckon that one's going to be there. Was I right in that? Oh, I was. Yes. Yeah. Yep, we're going to do that. Oh, those are going to be up a little bit higher, which is a shame. Oh, well. I'm going to get rid of this one anyway because I want to get a chimney breast in here. Oh, I really don't like the spacing of these. I'm gonna have a little play with that because I just don't like it. I want to do a big chimney breast for here. Big old titty. So I think I want to do one here. And I do want that to be up quite high, but I don't want it to be up that high. That'd be a bit dramatic. Well, maybe not. Maybe if I made it smaller, like this, I think that could work. And then what I'm going to do is balance the windows in between the chimney breast. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think that would work. We'll see what happens with that. I'm going to balance these windows properly. The only problem is it's going to be too close. Why has that disappeared? Where are you? Where's the decoration here? I have no idea. That looks about right, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. And then the same with these over here. There we go. All balanced. Beautiful. And then I want to use the smaller windows that we've used here and flop them just above it like this. One there. One there. I'm not going to put them up as high. And I'm going to do one there. Is that the right height? I don't think it is, no. You there. You there, my darling. And then another one bites the dust, you know? I think that could be okay. Yes. Yes, indeed. Very much for that. And then I'm going to do exactly what I did with this chimney breast over here. And flop the darker stone on the actual breast. Child. Utter child. Right, then I'm going to put that one there and think like that. Yes. I do enjoy that. But what I need to think about is where else I'm going to be putting a chimney. This is the main living area, so I probably want to get a chimney on this point here as well. So we're going to get another chimney breast in. It's going to be, we're just going to be getting our breasts out today. I think that is the mantra of today's part, my darlings. Breasts out. And that is it. And then I'm going to flop this one up here. Let me have a little whiffly woo like that. I want to get more chimneys on anyway, so this is a good job we're doing this. Yes. What are you down here? The study cum library. I don't really know the floor plan of this yet. This is the kitchen. Don't really need a chimney there. But these are bedrooms here, so maybe I could put one on this side as well. I'm going to do it. I am absolutely going to do it. We are going to copy you, and we are going to flop you. Maybe... No, we'll do there. We'll go one there, one there. And I want to do some smaller ones as well. Some itty-bitty breasts today, darlings. I would like to do some little chimney breasts around everywhere. Well, we need to paint that for a start because it looks very silly. You and you. Yes. Oh, yes. This is giving me the vibes now. But we need to think about where bedrooms are. So there's a bedroom here. Where would I put a chimney here? Maybe even in the middle. And then I can do like a 2. Yes, then we can do like a 2 one here. Well, not like a 2 one, but, you know. What? Who? What are you saying? Yeah, something like that. And then I probably want to go in with a smaller chimney. This one here from Get Together. Marvellous. Oh, yeah, I like that. I do. I'm going to do a smaller half wall here because I kind of like the red brick detail. Let's go to there. Let's have a little bit of that detail showing. Oh! That is the absolute ticket. It really is. Honestly, this is going to be the house of chimneys. So we've got a chimney breast into this one. Could I do a smaller one at the front around here somewhere? Let me see. I could put one just off to the side here. I think it would look nice if I did one like there. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Some people may say this is overkill, but if you look at these old houses, some of them have got so many bloody chimneys on. It's like they're showing off. It really is. Yeah, I think that will work. That just gave it a little bit of height, a little bit of difference. The only one I'm not really keen on is this one here. I don't know whether it would be worth it if we get rid of this level and just have a shorter chimney back here. It would still look good. Oh yeah, no, that would be fine. And it's not near any roof line either, apart from this like flat one, but that's fine as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a bit better. That fills me with a little bit more joy, that. So we need to get some more windows on, don't we? So let's have a little look at these room layouts and get some more of these windows on. Yeah, we'll do one there into that room. And I would love another one here. I very much would. So I think I'm going to flop you into there. Now, I've had a thought with this part. I think I want to do some of those, the arched windows on this part here. Let's just see how this would look if I like lifted this up. I can't remember what the floor plan's like inside here. I mean, that's okay. I do think it needs to come down. These windows do tend to be a little bit lower in houses like this. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I do. I like that. I must admit. Don't worry, I am going to be putting some doors on the back here, but I don't know where I want to put them just yet. What we need to remember is that I need to get in as similar as possible windows going into the study. They don't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be exact, but I would love them to look some kind of similar. That's what I wanted to say then for some reason. I think that's going to suffice that. Oh, she's looking fabulous. She really is. She is a little bit tight here, so I am going to move some evidence. Shh. Pop that up there like that. And this has changed here, but you know, we're just going to let it. I'm not even going to copy the wallpapers just yet. We'll see what happens. That's nice. I like that. But as I said, I do want to get some doors out here. So I need to think about where I want to put some doors. I'm even thinking about swapping out one of these windows from the dining room and putting a door there. Because that could be a good way to get out. This way. That's a good idea. I like that. We'll keep that one. I do want some kind of door out from the living room as well. So maybe a door on the side here. And I probably will just want to use the same door we've used as the entrance door. I think that would really work. Let's do that then. So let's get rid of this window and get a door there instead. Is there taller ones or is that the tallest we've got? Well, first off, I am a silly bum. I'm going to swap out that door there on the front with this big one. I think it makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I didn't do that in the beginning, to be honest with you. Oh, that looks lovely with the arch around it. Yep, I'm for that. And then we're going to copy this door over and have the entrance coming from... Oh, do you know what? This is a corridor, so it would kind of make sense to have a door here at the end of the corridor. You know? Coming out from that way. Which, in turn... I wouldn't have to put one on the living room now, which I'm fine with. absolutely fine with. Yes. Okay. So we can get some windows on here instead now. I think what I want to do is get a little window off to the side on this part so it matches in with that other one. Like that. I think that's correct. And then we'll get some more here as well. One there and another one there. I think that's enough windows into the living room. Let me have a little look at you. Oh, stunning. Oh, she's making me moist. And do I want to get an entrance from this way? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Because what I want to do is get a door on this point here, which is going to be almost like a boot room, really. I am going to be doing a basement as well. I forgot to say that. We're going to be doing a wine cellar. And I am going to do some kind of entrance down into the wine cellar here, but we'll figure that out at a later date. I will be working on this a little bit off of camera as well. I will be doing a few things off of camera just to perfect it up a little bit. But I'll keep all the exciting and juicy bits for us. Yeah, I think that's going to work. There is going to be a toilet here, but I just think that might be a bit overkill for a toilet. This window, especially a toilet that shape. We'll see what happens. I'll keep one there anyway. And we'll see what happens with that. Oh, she's looking marvellous. She really bloody is. That's a lot better. That shape at the back is definitely a lot better for me. I think once the stables are built as well, I'm going to do a greenhouse over in this area here. Marvellous indeed. As I said, what I wanted to do with this lot in particular... Oh, we have got his gravestone here. I saw some eagle-eye viewers notice that. What was I going to say? Walls. We're going to be doing some walls. And I know the walls that I want. Let's get them out. And here we go. A mixture of cats and dogs and vampires. Vampire. Fucking bastard vampire. So what I want to do is get in these walls quite tight. Quite tight, because I want that gate to go where it is. We'll see what happens with this. Oh. Well, that's put a spanner in my tits, isn't it? I could probably maybe whiffle this along and make that look as like a double moment there. Is there more different? Yeah, there's different details there. I could do that. Let me see. Not too bad. Oh, that's not even in the bloody middle anyway. Well, it would have helped if I got it in the middle to begin with, wouldn't it, to be honest? So there's the 4. I want you all the way to around about there. So with that being said, I'm going to have to do a triple one, really. What about if I, like, sized it down? What would that look like? That would look fucking stupid, Haden. That's what that would look like. I think what I need to do is maybe start off here, like this. I think that would be a lot more sensible, and then I can work out what to do at the ends, because the gate is very important. I can, like, do whatever there, hopefully. So let's see what we come up with. If I can do one there, one there. What about if I put it at a bit of a jaunty? How would that work? I can hide up. I can hide corners and stuff with those pillars. So we'll see what happens there. I don't hate that. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on jumping, you know? Get that body high. Haden, absolutely not. Please be quiet. I really like how the edge looks when it's just flush. But we're not going to be able to do that here. Unless I could size them down. I'll size them down with a tool mod, and then they won't do that horrible glitch, you know? We'll sort that, don't you worry. We will sort that. It will all be fine. I just want this, like, wall to be flush, my darlings. And it would be difficult to put the fence on that as well. So, good job we did do this, you know? Moving on. I am going to take this right to the edge of the stables. I'm not going to go behind the stables with it, I don't think. Probably going to put a hedge there. So we'll see what happens with that. And around on this side as well. And there we go. Fence is wrapped all the way around. There is a little bit of a defect. These two were put too close together, but there is a storyline behind that. The Victorian Iron Gate master who made this was drunk at the time when he was making this, and he accidentally put 2 pillars too close together. The Lord was very angry, and there was nothing more to be done. It was already welded in, and they just had to deal with it. Thank you. We are going to put the Hedge of Dreams in as well. I'm going to flop the Hedge of Dreams all the way around where I I've put the wall, I think. I just think this manor is quite open, you know, and someone's already been murdered, for goodness sake. We don't need any more murders, or do we? That is the question. That is the question of the day. Anyway, we're moving on. I need to stop saying the M word so much. I'm going to get demonetized, I think. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm going to wrap this one all the way around to where it's going to meet up with the stable, I think. Can I fit another one in there? Can I fit one there? Oh, or just about. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to flop that in and then I can just morph the size of the stables instead. That's fine. I've left it free behind the stables because I'm going to do a hedge behind the stables as well. And I do want to get some big trees on this lot as well. I'm feeling big old oak trees with this lot. And also some of these conifers as well. I was thinking about putting them in the hedge itself. We're gonna test this together now before we end today's part. But don't worry, because I'm bringing another part out tomorrow. I thought because of the sort of release week, we're going to make this a little bit more of a let's build the world week, apart from Friday. I am going to be bringing a different video out on Friday. We are going to be doing that Google Earth video in Paris. So yeah, wonderful. We will be continuing on with the exterior and stuff. I reckon I'm going to be on the exterior for quite a long time, to be honest with you. Oh, that does look good in the hedge, doesn't it? I do like it, but I think we should maybe go a little bit smaller coming up to the front. Have these trees like have a little moment. And then maybe just bring them up the path a little bit, like here. Just so it fits in with the house. Yes, let's do another one. Another one here. Let's spin you around. Beautiful. But yeah, with that gravestone, I am going to be building a church in this world as well. The Church of St. Padstow. I'm going to be building that. I don't know the area. No, I do know the area, but I'm not going to spoil it. So we will be building an old English church in this world. Yes, we will. Probably a couple. Probably want to do one in the actual village area as well. On a lot with some other things. I think I want to do it that way. And there's probably going to be another church up in the hamlet of Whittington as well. I can't wait to get to that one. That's going to be so much fun. Oh, yes, that's the ticket right there. I like that. I do. I must admit that I do indeed like that. Indeed. I definitely want some ivy up this house as well. I think that's going to pull it together too. But I think this is where we're going to leave this part today. We have got quite a nice bit done today, and I'm happy with the exterior, how the exterior is looking. Very much happier with it. I still want to do so many more details on this house, so that's probably what we're going to be doing tomorrow as well, just doing more exterior detail work. Ivy, more. I want to do some corbels here and there. I want to do some windowsills. It's going to be a whole thing, and I think what I want to do as well is get the terrain paint and everything set down too. So that's it. We are done for today. This Haden Hall is definitely coming together. It really, really is. I'm happy with how this is looking now. Very much am indeed. And as I said, I will be back with this tomorrow. So leave me some lovely comments. Thank you all so much for your wonderful comments in the last part. I appreciate them so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow in the next part. Goodbye.